moment. He's like, would that be a problem? Not at all. And he would like cultivated a plan that like saves the arc in the not the most hostile situation, but a very hostile situation, and deep
Sure,
enemy
no.
lines.
You want to just go over more honorable mentions because I still have the list down.
Yeah, sure. Another one would be when Olsen came down to save the pass. That moment was so raw, bro. It's like I was so hyped when I read it because I actually felt deep down like I had like who's gonna come, who's gonna save us. Like I was so fucking bewildered on what's gonna happen that when I saw Olsen, I just jumped up and it still resonated with me. Like I read it for the first time. Every time I go back to read it.
Yeah, especially since like Olsen was still such an enigma back then. You don't know what to expect from him, and he just pulls up like that. Like I was so
Plus,
clutch.
like, the whole,
And then the whole
stigma
like
around
mind games
him
with
and shit.
Ordo.
Yeah, the whole stigma around him and shit, like not being trusted by Kin and stuff like that. I don't know if it was the same thing as Conky not caring about Kin, but I didn't expect him to be the one doing it. That's soft shit, huh?
Yeah. The Origins thing was sick because of the implications, like just the feat itself, and then the implications of what it has in the future. Oki rage
That
mode
would
when
be
he
used again, to be honest.
That's what I'm saying.
because
it's a
you're trash,
one-trick
Kaz,
pony,
but
bro.
it is what it is.
Like,
But yeah, Oki's rage moment when he saw Kyo and like just the face he made, that shit was
Yeah.
fucking dope.
Because when you think of has he ever used that two strategy?
Cass, come on, it's gonna be
again,
Cass.
what did you say?
It's gonna be Cass. We had this, I had this debate a billion times. It's
Oh
Jan,
yeah, true.
and he's
Yeah,
trash.
let's go back to
You
honorable
really
mention.
want to be responsible for giving Draco 1,000,000,001 L's? Like, come on.
No chance, dude. It's like, oh, I just gotta control myself.
But yeah, let me look down the list. Shin and Gaimo's meeting was cool. Like, they're both fucking idiots. Like, Gaimo calls him out and he's like, no way anyone would be stupid enough to actually meet you here, Gaimo. And then Shin actually went and he was like, damn, well, there's actually someone stupid enough to do that. And then Shin was like, damn, you really are an idiot for thinking that would work. Like, why would you ever try that? And he's like, aren't you an idiot for pulling up? And he's like, all right, well, we're going to see who's the bigger idiot depending on who kills who.
Yeah, that was a sick moment. Like, no one would ever do this.
Like, no one would ever do this, not in the history of anything. And Shin just pulls up like, you're the motherfucker that called for me?
That's badass moment, yeah.
Yeah, that's probably the best moment out of Shin and Gaimo. Actually, was that best interaction out of the fully fired dragons, to be honest, for me.
Yeah, I like that moment a lot.
The rest were just mid, to be honest.
Choto and Kanki's interactions were really dope. How Choto was trying to tell him like the glory of a kingdom, and Kanki was like, bro, like kingdoms ain't shit. Like it's really just the top using the bottom so they could fucking just live great lives. And they could help the bottom more, but they don't really care. Like they just feign like the glory of a fucking kingdom, so people are content to just work for them and shit and just live like mediocre lives compared to them. And he's like, you generals, like you think you're fighting for some great cause, but you're just fucking frauds at the end of the day because you don't really understand it like I do. And that's why I'm saying fuck kingdoms. Like I'm only for myself.
President 2020, like, and that shit like happens again where like these dudes literally just fight to the, like without sleep, without cause, just because like they're in the presence of a king that's like got there like 10 years ago. Like just the fact that he has a title makes people just like think he's such a special person.
Yeah, and that's what made Saiyan Shin's like talk very dope. Because Saiyan knew he was like making a cold calculation. He's like, they know I'm the king, and I'm like using that. Like I came into side like knowing exactly what I was gonna say because I was gonna manipulate them to like a T, and he just felt like shit for that. And Shin, like being someone that's really in tune with people's emotions, he's like, yeah, but they probably knew that at the same time, and regardless, they wanted to fight with you because those emotions were true. Like they weren't just like golded into it. Like they actually believed that.
That's literally one of my top Shine moments. Like how he's like different from other people. That he knows he has all this power, but still knows that like he's being like he's doing something wrong in the sense of manipulating people just off his power, I guess.
Yeah, and like you said, like if he gets seen as a demon or if he ends up in hell or whatever he said, like he's like it's whatever. Like I will take that burden and I'm just gonna do whatever I can to make it better for future generations.
That's respectable, bro. Size not that bad.
Yeah. Anyway, I've got a dip in it. Thanks for having me, drunk, isn't it? Take care, Rico.
Yeah,
Right,
before you go,
guys.
Cass, I gotta say how much I appreciate you, bro. Like if it was just me versus all these 6 people, like, my voice would be drowned out. Just to have like a partner in crime.
Don't worry, man. Can't get a go for real, fam.
Facts.
Alright, take care.
Cass the GOAT, man. Cass the best. Honestly.
Alright, Draco.
They the best person to join the server.
Yeah, let's go over some more moments. We can go over like some strats. I don't want to like talk about the strats in depth, but just say Kanki's plan against Seikai was pretty fucking cool. It was a really unique strat.
Yeah.
I like that way more than him just burning the watchtower. It was so much more unique and fucking cool to me.
I just the strat itself wasn't like the thing that made me like that moment. Just like how badass that spread was. Plus like him thinking about possibility of needing oil, like even stealing it from his own people. And the quote he says at the end, like, "Aren't you guys getting ahead of yourselves? Like, calm down, bro. You guys made me get up." that was dope for him. But like the plan stuff, cool. Him like seeing like every like aspect he needs to know for him to be undetected. Like he's using like the whole like hiding in plain sight shit what people do when they're hiding. Like he hid in plain sight of the army.
And the fact that he gave no fucks as he was riding out. He was even trolling them like, "Is that all you're gonna do? Like, work harder, motherfuckers."
Yeah, I also like the fact that he called Choto to come. Like, I don't remember the exact dialogue, but I remember it being him like saying you don't want to die here. Like he understands that dying the way that Choto's dying is like the worst possible way to die.
Well, at first, when they were talking like about the kingdoms thing, he said, "Well, I know you're gonna need me, so if you get on your knees and beg, then I'll actually help you." And then he pulled up to Choto, and Choto's like, "I would never beg for you," and it's like, "All right, this isn't the time for that. Like, let's just go. Like, we got some shit to do."
The fact that he's like understanding of people enough, obviously is, but he's not like a fucking piece of shit. Like he realizes that people's like goals will mean a lot to them, and like even though he just met Choto, he resonated with him enough to give him that opportunity to like die with like the dream.
He's like, you might be a fool, but I respect like he full like heartedly believes that he's on the right path, and he has like the fucking conviction to follow through to the end. And him, and like Wizzy was saying, like Kanki holding Choto was like not a trash moment, but it wasn't worthy of like a top moment. That's just so trash because it's a culmination of everything that happened, and it like shows Kanki's respect for him at the end of the day. Like even though he disagrees with him and he thinks he's a fool, like he still has that much respect for him.
Well, it's like Kanki's like he has so much respect for Hakuro, like in the same sense of Choto, maybe like in the way he like thinks. Maybe
I can see
foolhardy for Kanki, so he understands that not his way is like the shit that Shin realized now was the whole be his shit. Like not his way is the best way. Like there's a lot of other ways that are also respectable in their own right. I just like the fact that what's his name? Not even just the fact of him like knowing Choto would like it this way. He knows as a soldier, even if he doesn't think of as a soldier, like as a fighter, that's literally the worst way to die. Just getting poisoned. How pathetic is that? Like there's literally nothing in that. I'd rather freaking die in a field of thousands of people like fucking throwing arrows at me, taking as much down with me. Nah.
And like I said, Choto departing was just awesome.
Yeah.
Because it's like
I'm telling you, the foreshadowing.
They don't know exactly when he's gonna die, and him being there, just like them having their commander near them, him morale boosting, and just it's gonna like make them fight harder, obviously. But just the fact that even if he's gonna die with his niggas. And he's like, "I'm sorry that I'm not gonna like fucking commit and die with y'all. Like I want to choose another path. I don't want to fucking just die to poison like that. It's not a warrior's death." And he's like, "To have served with all of you up until now is an honor," which is just a fucking dope line.
Like I don't understand how Wizzy can hate on that because like it shows like how little we knew about Choto. It gave him so much characterization of the general and how much he feels about his people, and the fact that he's apologizing to them for pulling them through the shit he's putting them through.
Wizzy was trash, bro. He was 1000% arguing just to argue there.
Wizzy does that a lot, dude. I can't relate.
Me neither. Yeah. But yeah, another real Fuyu moment is when he said, "The one who sent the assassins, Your Majesty, was me."
That was sick. Yeah.
that was fucking amazing. The way he fucking flexed, like it shows off his troll personality. Like Real Fuyu has so many top tier moments.
Plus, another moment of him was like when he told Riboku, like, that's not gonna work. Give us another city and shit. Like, it's like,
yeah, like they were like, it seemed like they were gonna come to an agreement. He's like, nah, I think I'll take your head after all.
That's some baller shit. He knows his standing, bro. He knows exactly where he stands against Riboku. And like, as a bargaining person, he's like a guy that was a merchant inside.
Yeah, he led him on to thinking he was gonna accept it too, just to like be so sudden about it. Nah, I think I'll just kill you.
Yeah.
What else?
What's some other missions for me?
Rempa, when Genpo died, he was like fucking furious. He was like, "You kin dogs," and then he's like, "I'll send a mountain of kin corpses to keep you company. No need to be lonely." That was a fucking awesome moment. I was considering putting that in the top 5.
Yeah. And another moment was like when literally just his presence like made the entire earth shake. That was a sick moment for me. Just showed how much like of a, and then just showed how much of a figure, even though these aren't his soldiers, how much of a figure these 6 great generals and how much of like more than life they were. Some people just off his presence, people come like literally make the ground shake and start crying and shit, like going ape shit.
Yeah, there's a caveat to it. I don't think he would do that in like most situations. It's just the fact that he came in to save him, and they went from like shit we're fucked to oh shit we're actually gonna win.
And was it that I thought there was like another moment? Was it that moment? I thought it was like another moment where like he just like before the fighting started, he just like went up on the hill and started like, morale boosting him and shit.
Oh yeah, that was like the hockey hugs.
Yeah.
He's hugging all his dudes. Then he hugged Hakukisai, and Hakukisai like fucking ran and like ape.
Oh yeah. Nah, I thought about.
What really made that moment awesome was like when they were talking about the Supreme Commander, and like I think it was Kaishibo. He's like, "You're not the Supreme Commander," and like Rempa, like he knows he can hear him, but he doesn't give a fuck because he's trolling him. And he's like, "Nah, it's that Hakukisai guy. Like I don't even know what his name is because I don't give a fuck about that guy. He's like, he's nothing. He's also trash. Like there's no way he would ever be Supreme Commander over me. But he's just a figurehead because he's trash." And like Hakukisai was like pretending like he wasn't hearing. He's like, "These motherfuckers really talking all this shit while I'm here. That's crazy." That was a fucking awesome moment.
This list he made. That was like different. Hold on, pull it up.
He is the son of Mobu moment, of course.
Yeah.
Kisui's backstory. I really like the relationship he had with his father.
The whole speech he had was like, and him beating Ohan as well.
Yeah, I don't think it's worthy of a top moment until we actually see the effects of that. If there is an effect of it, like it gets brought up again, which I hope it does. But if it does, then it definitely rises as a moment.
The speech he gave at the end, yeah.
Mhm.
Him killing Ohan, like you said, and that the fact that you as a reader you think, holy shit, like what the fuck is he gonna do? And like that's when he realizes, you think you're gonna kill me? No chance. And he fucking fully
like he's like, I was Rinchoji's right hand man. Like you think I'm gonna disgrace him so bad that I'm gonna lose 4v1? Like no chance.
Yeah, he literally was like, that gave him like it's like when like you're kind of like sleeping and like you get like a wake up call in a sense, like a cup of coffee just like jolts you up. That him feeling that pain literally just made him go like not berserker mode, I guess, but like just like go full on fucking.
I'm thinking. It's like the difference between losing a fight and losing a fight when it's like that situation, like the one you posted on Twitter, where like let's say your sister's getting married and the guy just slaps her. Like it's like losing that fight. Like you attack him and you get your ass beat. Like that's the fight. Those are the types of fight you can't lose, bro.
Yeah, you can't. It's like if your sister calls you, her boyfriend was beating her ass. Like you cannot lose that fight.
Yeah,
there's no world you can lose that fight.
No chance.
If you lose that fight, actually your name is tarnished forever, dude.
Yeah. But Kisui's backstory, it really showed like why he cared so much about Rigon.
Watching his like dad,
like the blood coming down his face. I swear it. Like that was fucking dope.
That was actually like haunting, bro. That made me like actually like backstories are intended to make you care for the characters, and that did his job so well, bro. And like the whole internal dilemma of like, wow, we're actually rooting for people that literally all they're doing is protecting their lands and like passing on the will that his father gave to him and shit. Like,
yeah, Kisui would be arguably top 5 if his abilities as a general were more entertaining to read about. Like if he was 6G level and he was like a Rempa in a sense, like he might be top 5.
Yeah, like I just liked how like it just from like the backstory added the whole like what the like as readers it leaves you conflicted. Like I was saying, like we're rooting for a guy that's fucking cutting up people and like gouging their eyes off and shit, versus like a guy that's like his whole life is protecting his people and like following his dad's footsteps. That's just ridiculous. Dude. Kisui was the hero there, bro. Yeah. And he ends up losing. Not all heroes win.
Dukyo's speech to Goke. Goke was like talking about all the suffering he's had, and he's like, bro, like, who gives a fuck about all that? Like, you're just making excuses. At the end of the day, I'm finna kill you, and Wei's gonna suffer some more because I'm finna kill you. Like, every excuse you make, like, whatever your like story is, like the battlefield doesn't care about it, and you just fucked up. Like, you should have been more callous. You should have been more calculating and like approach the battlefield without emotions.
That sentiment has been repeated multiple times. Like, I think it was like with Rempa, the whole like passage of time, all that shit. Like your like sentiments and all don't really matter in the battlefield. All that matters is winning. And I'm pretty sure like Banaji said something similar initially. I don't know. He's like I remember him reading like the story back, something about like
Something
That shit
about them
matters.
being cowardly, and it's like this is due to the failure of your strategy.
Yeah, like none of that shit matters, bro. It's like the fucking whole Luffy. Like, there's no fair games in like a pirate world and shit. Like a better version of that.
Yeah, and Dukyo's exact wording was really dope. I'm gonna go to it now.
I'm gonna try to find the freaking Bananji moment too. I think it's a different moment I'm thinking about as well.
Here's what he said. He's like, "Bah, all I hear is the sentimental whining of a loser." That was fucking dope.
Yeah. It's like up there with like fucking your petty like when fucking Rimba was like, "What do you expect to do with your what was that? What was you like? Your basically your shit technique." After fucking Mogu put all his heart into it,
Yeah.
hit him with the shit technique comment. Like, damn, bro, you have to do him like that.
But yeah, unless you got anything else, I think that's pretty much it. Oh, Shin's speech to Mangoku was pretty dope. It showed how he understood like situations can create someone, and sometimes even if people are fucked up, they're just victims.
Figo King's speech, but we talked about it in this arc.
Yeah,
Didn't
it
make
was in my top 5.
Oh, he was. Oh, I didn't see it. I wasn't really there for that. But yeah, I really don't have anything else.
Yeah, I'll just end it here then. I'm gonna have this as like a second follow-up video as like honorable mentions.
Yeah.
But yeah, it should almost lasted like 2.5 hours, maybe 2 hours. It was a fucking dope discussion, arguably up there with some of my best.
It's so it's gonna be weird how people are gonna be talking about top 5 moments, yeah, and then randomly go halfway through and go on a humongous sidetrack about BA and shit and shit.
Trash, bro. You had to do it. You had to ruin
I
the
just
stream.
couldn't, bro. Couldn't let this discretion, like this honesty, go, man.
It was built up ever since Fiji timed you out in this chat.
I had to like finally get a one-on-one with him. Like he was dodging the calls. Bro. Yeah.